Angels and Airwaves. This is It Hurts and Everything's Magic, the CVT guitar lesson for James. James, it's a clever idea, man, what you're doing here. You wanted It Hurts 0 to 38 seconds, and you want 3 different ways to play those parts. And then Everything's Magic, you want 3 variations, 10 minutes to 26 seconds. This is great. It's kind of twofold because I meant to ask you why you want to do that. I got the vibe it might have been because you were having difficulty playing it the way that you had it. But that's cool. But there's also an element of sharpening your ear by doing this and getting familiar with the same chords or notes or riffs or the solo bits on different frets on other strings to achieve the same notes. So it's really a good thing for the ear as well. Let's jump in. It Hurts is, there's 2 different parts that we're doing, and I'm giving you 3 examples of each. On the first one, 14th fret, G and B. Follow the fingering as a guide. If you need to change it, that's fine. But what you want to do on this one, and I would also start, do this as alternate picking and start with an upstroke. It'll go, oops, dang it. I'm blowing it here. I'm missing something. There it is. So 11D, 14G and B. Our picking is B to the D, G to the D. Every other note is the D string. The only thing we have to worry about, James, is the root note on the D string. So play that. Double dots, it's twice. Take your index, move it a half step sharp up to the 12th fret, and repeat everything. Then go up to 14th fret on the D string now. I'm using my middle. You can experiment, bar it with the 3rd finger, but same thing. And then back to the 12th fret. And that whole thing is twice. One time being. You double up on that. Another way to play this, the example number 2 would be 9th fret on the high E. And this is a stretch, so you're going to want to lower your thumb. 10th fret B and 6th fret G. It's kind of the same concept. We're going to go E, G, B, G. And we're just going to change our root note every time we go through it. See, I went from 6G to 7G. Now I'm going to go to 9G, my middle finger. It's like a D major shape. Technically it's an A major chord, but yeah. Then you're right back to the 7. So the only transitioning everything else is the same. Example number 3. And this is the toughest of the bunch, but once again, it's going to sharpen that ear, man, get you used to these same notes up the neck. Bar the 14th fret on the G and B with your index and go 16A. Now this is going to skip over a couple strings. We're going to go B to the A, G to the A. Oops. So it's... Then our root note changes to 17A. Keep everything else the same. So we have, for the next one, we'll close the gap. We'll just bar the 14th fret on the D, G, and B. Oops. Then you go back to the 17. So your melody outline is... But it is the toughest of the bunch, I think you'll find out. But that's really not what it's about. Well, it may be in your case for a part of it, but you know what I mean. Alright, then the second section of the song, this is what I introed the lesson with, is this. It's going to go... Oops. Dang it. It's 11D, index finger, open A, 14G with the pinky, open A. Alright, 2 times of that. Then we're going to go 12D, 3rd finger, 10G index. And we're going to go do the same thing, same strings. And you're going to go twice. Take that whole shape, we're going to move it flat a half step to 11 and 9. Same thing. And then bar the 9th fret on the D and G, same thing. Alright, so that sounds like this. Another way to play this, example 2 would be middle 11D, 1st finger 10B, and we're going to go D, A, B, A. Sounds like this. The next 3 chords are the same as example 1 with the 12D, 10G. So we're just altering the 1st chord, right? In a sense, that's kind of cool. It's right there, you know, next to it. You just have to skip a string. That's the only difference. Alright, and then example 3. This one's interesting. 6G middle finger, 5 high E with the index. We're going to skip a string both directions now. G, A, and then E, A. So we're going. Then we're going to go 7G, 6B. Go G, A, B, A. Move it flat a half step to 6 and 5. And then 4th fret G, 5th fret B. We're already on the B. So look at your chord outline we have. Okay. That's it for It Hurts, and then we have Everything's Magic, and this one's easier. It goes. Let's see, missing something. Go 3E, 1B, 2G, 3B. That's our pick pattern, our string progression for the first 3 chords. Okay, only thing we have to change is we want to go to the 1st fret on the high E. So we're going to be barring 1st fret E and B. Play everything else the same. Okay, repeat that with an open high E string. And then go back to that F chord where we were barring the 1st fret, E and B. The pick pattern changes. E, B, G, B, E. Sounds like this. And that whole progression is twice. So here it is, a little slower. And then repeat all that, but now we're going to go 3E, 1B, open G, 1B. We'll follow the same format. 1st fret barred E and B, open on the high E, and then back to the bar. So that one goes. A second way to play it, now they use a capo on the 4th fret, and they're also tuned different live. This is kind of more how they play it, at least live. I have a feeling when they recorded it, well, who knows? It could be this way, but check it out. Bar the 5th fret on the D, G, and B. That's the most comfortable way to set up for this. And then go 8B, pinky, 7D, 3rd finger. And we're going to go B, G, D, B. That's going to be our string layout for the first 3 chords. Then we move the pinky, go to 6th fret B, repeat it. We move the middle finger to the barred 5th fret on the B, same thing. So that gives you this. Back to the 6B with the same picking that we did at the end of the last one in the first examples. B, G, D, B, G, or B, G, D, G, B. And then repeat it. So going to do, keep the bar there, but go 8B. And all this is the transition on the B string only. Okay, B, G, D, G. 6th fret B, 5th fret B, back to the 6th fret with that broken pick pattern. Oops. Okay, so 8, 6, 5, 6 in context. Example 3. This one's kind of odd, but it's cool. It's the same notes. 12G pinky, 10D index, 12A third finger. Go G, D, A, D. Then remove the pinky, go to the 10th fret on the G, so we may as well bar that. Same picking. And here's where it gets a little odd. 9G, 10D, 12A, 10D. So it'd be, and back to the barred 10th fret on the G and D. So check it out. It's and then, you know, 2 times through. And then the next time, 12G, barred, just keep that bar on the 10th fret A, D, and G. We're just transitioning from 12th fret G to 10th fret G. Here's where it gets kind of weird. Think of an E major shape. Go 9G index, 10D third finger, 10A middle finger, and then end on the 10D. So it's, so check it out. We have, and probably do it, nah, that wouldn't work. And then the 10th fret. A lot of fun, dude. I really enjoyed doing this lesson. Just different and abstract. I don't, like I said, I don't know if anyone's ever had me do that on the CVT lesson form. Just different ways on the same. I may have done that for a guitar solo one for somebody, but anyways, have fun with this, James. Let me know if there's anything else you need. Not a bad idea in the future, man, if you want me to do at least a couple examples of the same riff for simplicity's sake, but I think more importantly, just to get more familiar with the neck, you know? All right, thanks, dude.